So, Streamer University started off as a great idea, and I probably still think it is. But any idea that Kaizenat ever has always comes with some type of controversy. So, what's the controversy today, you might ask? Well, basically, Kaizenat, after revealing the people who were going to go to Streamer University, a streamer by the name of Zoe. Okay, Zoe Spencer, for those who don't know, she has basically been a content creator for, I want to say like 4 years, if I'm not mistaken, from what I've seen. She's amassed a following on Instagram, TikTok, and most recently she started streaming, which has been going really successful for her. So she did apply for Streamer University, but sadly she didn't get in. Now, the problem that Zoe had with this was that a lot of the people that she streams with, like her group basically, so that's like Punga, Tylil, she streamed with Reggie before, she streamed with Zeddy. Those people got in, and one of her complaints was that, hey, based upon the people I'm seeing get in, like, it's my group, you know, I'm part of that group and stuff like that, and Zeddy don't even stream. He usually streams with me, or he streams with other people. Now, this is kind of like a brief of what she said, but here you go. If you want to see the full video of what she said, check it out right now.
Not about not getting in, and I hope that people don't think I'm some like, oh, this because she didn't get in, and that it's not that. It feels so, it's when it feels personal. It's when you want to hurt somebody, or you just try. Like, it's different when it's like, you know, it's like handpicked, and it's just so spiteful. That's how I feel. When I saw Zeddy up there, and Zeddy's not a streamer. Zeddy streams with me, and then he just, you know, he streams with people when they call him. That's when I knew, like, damn, I don't know what I did to get my name blocked in the chat. I just can't even say my name.
Now, before we continue with the video, I've noticed that a lot of people watch these videos, but for some reason you're not subscribing. So what are you doing? Just hit like, subscribe, and hit me with a comment if you disagree with anything I say. Regardless, let's get back into it. Zoe basically ended up shedding a few tears over her not being able to get into Streamer University. There were people that reacted to the situation. Some people gave her encouragement, and then other people, well, they felt a little different. So this is where we come into Solluminati, or Solluminati. Okay, if you don't know who So is, he's basically been a YouTuber for like the longest. He's an OG. A lot of the effects that you hear, like, that's tough, or like, bro, or like different moments, he was a streamer that really gave you the reactions that most streamers have nowadays. To keep it a buck, I think anybody that you look at somehow in some way is related to what So was doing back in the day. He was also a 2K streamer. That's really where he shined. Then he went through different phases. But one of the things that people enjoy about him is his bluntness. And when it came to the Zoe situation, well, let's just say it was tough.
Now, Zoe came out crying to the world, painting the picture that Kai was a bad person. Painting the picture, telling people why she feel like this, she feel like that. She started throwing people under the bus who got a big opportunity, talking about, he's not even a streamer. She was doing all type of different, and she didn't understand why Kai didn't want her around. So she started pointing fingers at everything, playing this sympathy. Remind me of Megan Thee Stallion and them. People felt sorry for Megan Thee Stallion with the Tory Lanez. You giving them sympathy energy. You don't really give a about them, you just feel sorry for them. I didn't know who she was, so I had to do my research. I does my research, and all she does is emasculate. She's a, y'all know what industry plants is. We talked about that on here. Every male that's a part of her stream, she humiliate them. I really think they should give you an opportunity at Streamer University, but you have to prove to all of us that you're not a plant. Don't humiliate anybody you're around. Don't make them feel uncomfortable. If you can do that, I feel like you deserve a chance.
So as you can see, which I agree, here's the thing. I think most people can agree that So was correct in saying that, hey, instead of you going out here and making this type of video, right? Because other streamers such as Blackboy Max echo kind of the same thing. A lot of times when you come to the internet to explain how you feel about certain things, a lot of times it ends up backfiring on you. Okay, people don't have like the sympathy. They just feel like you should go out there and keep grinding and grinding and grinding. And although I agree with that sentiment, I do think that she was trying to be vulnerable with her stream. She was trying to be vulnerable with people, you know, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The problem that persists here is the her not being self-aware of the situations that she has put herself in, right? One of the situations that Castanet talked about when he was responding to Zoe was that he felt a little uncomfortable with the situation that happened at a Drewski event. So here's the clip.
Read between the lines. No, listen. It started here, September 24th. In Atlanta. I ain't never say nothing, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not holding this against you. I'm not putting it past you, because I know who you are as a person. September 24th, Drewski show. I never got to tell you how that made me feel because of who you are and how your humor and like how you are as a person. I dead ass for the first time, and my bad I didn't get to like talk about it with you, but like felt secondhand embarrassed, like felt embarrassed. If y'all see that clip, like at one point I told her to chill, cause like, bro, there was like a lot of going on. But you know, Zoe is like very, you know, she's very outgoing, she's very positive. That's her. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna put that past her. But right there, something felt off. But like, I didn't put that past her. I'm like, okay, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. This is how something happened with Zoe and the bros. That behind the scenes, that was some type of weird on that's never been on the internet, none of that, and there's no reason for me to talk because you feel what I'm saying. That's their business. Last time I seen Zoe was in September. Anything that I seen with Zoe was clips online. I need y'all to really do y'all research on a lot of the Zoe would say. I would think she don't even.
See, here's the problem with what Zoe did there, okay? Now, a lot of people will say, hey, B, she was just clip farming. Hey, it's not that serious. Here's the problem. When you're in a situation like that, I understand getting a clip, okay? I think everybody does it. I think any person with 2 brain cells can put together, okay, this isn't real. The problem is when you drag the clip so much that now everything else is not looking like it's a clip no more. A lot of people around you, even if they are content creators, sometimes don't understand how you move, especially if they don't know that content creator as Zoe. Like, not a lot of people know her, you know, like the same way that like maybe me, I'm more into like watching content creators, so I know about her content. But people on like Drewski level and other stuff like that, they might not be familiar with her content, so they don't understand how she moves, right? Like her whole thing is like being this like big sister or little sister. She's like annoying, she's like always on you, or like she's being seductive in a different way. You know, it's just like that toxic girlfriend or like crazy big sister or whatever. And from me, I understand it, right? Like I understand that. But when you're in public and then you're displaying these emotions, and then also you are taking it to a level that, let's be honest, if a woman was out here telling something like that to another person, and let's say we're just bystanders, we're gonna look, whether there's a camera or not, we're gonna be like, yo, this is crazy. I mean, calling him a bum ass like N-word was insane. I mean, then Ben basically helps her, because what happened was somebody had spilled a drink on her. She felt that Kai needed to rush to go get her something. Ben Dadon, which if you don't know, he's a comedian on Instagram and stuff like that. Great comedian, you should definitely watch him. Anyways, going back to it, after that basically happened, she called him. She told Kai, oh, why didn't you rush over me? Why did your friend have to do it? And you didn't bring me anything, you bum ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crossing the line. Then Kai basically called her a right? And when that happened, just things started getting out of whack.
I just don't like the fact that your man's is spilling. You got spilling. You not protecting. You're not doing, bro.
He's putting that on you?
He's spilling on me. You're not doing nothing.
I just came.
Yo, that's real shit, bro. You didn't even pull up with nothing. You a bum ass.
Don't talk to my dog.
You
He just got here.
talking about?
Whoa.
Who you? Look at. Did you call me?
And then instead of her like cutting it when Kai was like, okay, like chill, right? Phantom basically had to damn near like change the situation so the situation wasn't so awkward, because everything got quiet. Okay, she made it the center of attention. And then the biggest problem was that now, because she decided to go back and forth with So, okay, now people are calling her So the plant, the okay, because she decided to go on stream and respond to So without her actually looking at the things that he was saying Here's a clip of her reaction to what So said.
So I see that everybody is now calling me Zoe Plant Eater.
My research, and all she does is emasculate.
Oh!
Bro,
I emasculate men? How do I emasculate men? All you see in the comments is Zoe needs to be around girls more because the guys don't treat her right. Zoe needs to go around girls more. Zoe needs to be around girls more. Zoe needs to stay away from men. But I emasculate them because of bite mark? I emasculate them because I bite? Guess what, Solluminati? Did they all tell you that they like that? You're doing all this because maybe you want to get big.
And this is what led basically to So ending up responding to Zoe and calling her a plant. Now, So would basically end up letting her know that she does believe that she deserves a chance to get into Streamer University, but that she needs to change her image, you know, because a lot of it is childish to a certain extent. She goes around basically biting people, and without context, right, without you actually watching the stream, it sounds crazy. I mean, she's basically like going around biting dudes and farting in their streams, like, and their mics too. Like, that is crazy, to the point that like some streamers reportedly don't like being around her. And one of the reasons why Kai decided not to stream or not be around her as much. Now, where does that leave Zoe? I think I agree with most people when we say she should have not. This way, okay, if I'm Zoe, this is what I would have done. Okay, so responded to me to that video that I made. You could have easily made a collab out of it, easily, but you let your pride and ego and how you felt based upon the few words that you saw take over your logical sense, which ended up putting you in this situation where now everybody is going to call you a plant. Everybody's gonna call you a dick eater. Like they're gonna say you're some type of zombie that goes around biting people. Like, that's what they're gonna think. That's the image they're gonna put, which is going to make a lot of other content creators not want to do content with you. Even though you're not a bad content creator, I think out of many of the female streamers I have seen, you're actually enjoyable to watch. And I know people are gonna be like in the comments, oh my god, you're such a you only watch her because she's pretty. No, I seen her clips. I think she's entertaining. There's nothing wrong with saying a female streamer is entertaining. I know we focus a lot on objectifying and making it seem like if the female streamer isn't 10 out of 10, then nobody's watching. No, there's streamers out there that can be entertaining without having to resort to looking like a OF, you know, chick. But I digress. She should have just taken what So said and taken the whole being denied from Streamer University, take it on the chin, and went and done her job. Because to be honest, if she would have done that, I promise you 90% of the people would have reacted very positively. It would have said, you know what, she didn't get in, it sucks, but I love the way she handled it. Because at the end of the day, what most people in this world love is a comeback story, especially when somebody is against the odds. If you don't believe me, look at all the movies that most people look up to. Why is Rudy such a great movie? He basically was a loser who ended up actually getting on the team. Does he end up going to become the greatest football player? No, but everybody cheered him on because he was able to make a big comeback, because he was able to take what was given to him and be positive about it. And when you do that, you get rewarded by becoming better. But it is your choice to decide to do that. And Zoe sadly decided to do the opposite right now. Now, am I saying that her career is over like a lot of people are trying to put out there? No, it's not, bro. She's just gonna keep making content. What I would suggest Zoe to do, keep making content, keep making entertaining content, and I promise you people are just gonna forget about this. You lean into this whole like you the plant or this and that, like make content off of that. I promise you, you're gonna get up there. The only person who can stop you from getting up there is yourself.